There have been more people than I expected at the shows, which is, you know, like you said, it was 3 weeks ago. So we were a little worried that maybe we didn't get it in time, but people have been coming. It's been great.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Yeah, the reception's been great.
We had a great night in Berlin.
Yeah.
You wanna kiss the ground.
No, it's been super nerve-wracking for me, this record. Just, I'm so proud of it. You know, so when you're so proud of something, you know, that's when you know, if someone says my baby was ugly, I'd punch him in the face. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean?
I have to do that for a record.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, you better like my record because I don't have to punch all of you. No, it's kind of. I'm just really proud of it. So,
yeah,
you know, it hurts more if people don't like it. You know, ultimately it doesn't matter. I'm not going to cry if people don't like my record, but I take it off.
I mean, neither of us were trying to do our old bands part 2.
Yeah.
So it was easy to say right from the beginning, like, it's not going to be for a lot of people that maybe like the old bands, but that doesn't really bother us because we're all
we kind of just
we're all kind of older now.
Yeah, it's
like people who listen to your old band are older now.
Yeah.
That's what we figured would happen. You know, it's like, you know, when we were in those old bands, you know, a long time ago, you start off doing a certain kind of music at a certain age, then you don't really, you kind of grow it to a certain degree. You know what I mean? You know, I can't really talk about your band so much, but with our old band, you know, you just felt like I felt like we outgrew it a little bit. So.
By the end of Thursday, I think like the last record that we made was trying to come this way anyway. It was sort of like
it almost wasn't
right. Yeah. It was almost more like what we're doing now. So for me, I think most people could have seen it coming.
Yeah.
But it's kind of strange, right? Like you know, both our old bands are used to like everybody singing and freaking out, and instead it's like we play the one song everybody knows and everybody's singing, and then new song and everybody's like.
Yeah. What we didn't realize in Germany as well was they're not allowed to stream the record in Germany.
Oh.
So nobody had heard it. Yeah. So they still didn't know the new songs.
I didn't know that.
So I was like, why didn't you fucking sing it along?
I had no idea.
Yeah.
No streaming.
Yeah. They can't stream. I think maybe towards the end, Visions magazine, I think, might have started streaming it. But when the first show we played, I was expecting people to like, you know, at least kind of know what's going on a little bit. But no.
Wow.
So when we played Stay, I was like, thank God!
Yeah, you guys know you're singing. It's cool.
Yeah.
That's funny. Now I like understand those shows better.
Yeah. I just really didn't like it, man.
I was really into French New Wave stuff at the beginning of it, and film noir, and you know, we were going through all these different things. There's a younger filmmaker named Bellatar, and he was a big influence for Leah and I especially. And so, you know, with stuff like that, we thought, you know, keep it dark but light certain parts very bright, you know, sort of that kind of thing, like move it along like a movie that has like part 1, part 2, you know, here's the climax, like things like that, filmic experience. And when you see us tonight, you'll see the light show is very much geared to film experience. We really did. Break was not the first track originally, Night Drive was. And it was such a different record. Night Drive was always going to be the first song. It was always our intro. No
That
question.
should have been completely different.
Totally different record. It took so long to warm up. You know, it was like really slow and really like sexy. And then ultimately we just thought, you know, Break is a surprise. You know, it's really amazing that like when we started the singles, that's when we like lost, like people, no, it's not Lost Prophets, it's not Thursday. So that's when we like streamed it out, but now for the record it's just picking up and all these people saying like, oh, I actually didn't get the singles, but now that they're in place between the other songs, I get it, it's the bright points.
Yeah.
You know, it's that journey. So now they have the rest of the story and they're like, oh, okay, that makes sense now.
Really. Yeah, we were told we couldn't do it anymore. It's pretty simple as that. It's just how you pick yourself up when something like that happens, you know? And I sat down and thought, I can't not do this anymore. That's all I think about. That's all I do all the time. Like I'll call them up and talk to them about sounds and, you know, like, hey, well, this new thing or this new instrument, you know, we'll always be talking about new bands, and I couldn't not be doing music. I will do it for myself if I have to. I'm lifetime with this. You know what I mean? I'm in music forever. And that's basically, I think, the way all of us feel. Is like, you know, we're not opportunists. We're not doing music just to do music to be famous. Like, none of us want to be fucking famous. You know, we just want to just write music we love, and that's it. And we're really proud of this record. And if 10,000 people buy it, cool. If 10 people buy it, cool. If 10 million people buy it, that'd be awesome. But but you know, I'm gonna do it anyway. You know, we all work other jobs as well. You know, this isn't like, you know, we go home and back to our yachts. You know what I mean? This is, you know, this.
It's been both of those, you know. I mean, those guys have been a lot more even than I ever have, but it's never changed between any of us. And, you know, Permanence, that was a title that I came up with after we wrote Permanent Sunlight, and we were talking about the different titles, and I was saying, you know, maybe Permanent Sunlight's like an interesting title. But then we're talking about, like, that's not what this record is, it's not Permanent Sunlight, right? So what is it? So we kept trying to figure out, like, what the record was. And for me, it was really important that, you know, everything that these guys have done is now on, like, a blacklist. You can't listen to it. And I thought, this is you know, if you have one chance to make one record to be known for the rest of your life, like, this is kind of...
slate.
Yeah, and it was awesome,
And so it was like, if this is the only record we ever do, like, let's make this the one that matters, you know?
Yeah.
So that was kind of...
It's like the milestone. It's in place now. It's a reasonable history for us. It's so hard to be in a band these days. Anybody who does it without the love of music is wasting their time.
Because
like,
they don't love it, it's just a thankless job.
It's just
a terrible
fake.
job.
Like, that's really...
We were talking about some of, you know, our good friends and some of their newer things, and being like, you know, it's like always great to hear their voice, always great to hear the way they play, you know, they have a style, but sometimes in the later records you can't help thinking like, this isn't magic anymore, it's just the same band doing the same motions, and
it's like, take a couple of years off, come back,
you know,
something real. You know, it's hard to keep your fiber in all the time. You know, sometimes you gotta walk away and come back and fall up and but I think for us, you know, we lost it completely, and that's when we realized how much we loved it. You know, it's like breaking up with your girlfriend. You know, it's like devastating. You know, so you know, I fought as hard as I could. I'm just really grateful to be back here. So. Try not to overthink it. You know, some days I'll talk to people, some days I won't. It's not like I feel I have to. I don't do it to raise my profile.
No.
You know what I mean? I'd rather talk to 10 people today so I can get 10 tweets, because then I can feel my fuck that. It's like if I'm in a good mood and I'm happy and I haven't got too much on that day, I will interact all day. If I'm in a shitty mood, I won't tell people I'm in a shitty mood. You just want to see me for a while. You know, it's like if you're hanging out at a club with someone, sometimes you hang out, you're like at the party, sometimes you're the guy at the back. That's sort of the way I try to treat it. If you want to talk and I want to hang out, then I'll hang out. But otherwise, it's not a big deal, but it's really cool to talk to people when you get a chance.
I mean, that's the thing, it's so genuine now, like,
exactly.
it's a joy when people reach out saying it's my favorite record of the year. It's like, I love to write back. When I see that, it's like, I just want to talk to you. I can't believe you feel that way too. Like, that's how I feel.
We just try not to be cynical on that. I guess the way I was trying to say was, we don't see it as like a business opportunity. It's like, I feel like some bands do. Just maybe didn't come across properly. So that's what I was trying to say. I think I maybe missed out the big point of the story in the beginning.
I knew it was a windy road, but
it was a windy road. I got that in the end. You can edit that shit out. Just start with Geoff. It's just like Geoff said. It's just really cool to see people tell you that, like, we appreciate what you're doing. You know, we just would appreciate them back. You know, it's nice and cool.
It's, you know, without any major media, it's without big radio, it's, you know, when we put out our first single, it's definitely like our pop song, our biggest pop song today. Like, we were told, like, we don't know if anybody can play it. We're not sure if it's on a no playlist or not because of the history. So it's like, well, we started with this deck stacked against us, but without all of that support, the radio and the media, just people loving it because they love it, because they love us and they care about us, like, that's a really amazing.
That's the whole point. Is that everything we do is real. We try to make everything real.
I mean, maybe someday we'll figure out a way to become the biggest band in the world, but right now it's just like
not a domination next
time. Maybe next, but like now it's just not what we're into.
We're just not doing music.
It's kind of been a take it slow situation.
The thing with our band is like it's been luckily really easy for us to get together. It happened real quick, and we got on real quick, and music came easy. You know,
And if you
it
hear
was-
Eyeshadow on the record, and you hear Grand Central on the record, both of those songs have at least 50% vocals from the first time we met.
Yeah.
I went in straight away, met them, was like, let's try something.
Yeah.
It was just bang,
Yeah.
right away. It worked.
Yeah, it was natural, it came together.
He just got off the plane and I was like, let's get in the studio.
I was kind of like, I thought, they were gonna hang out, we're gonna get to know each other a little better.
But I was moving house. Like he came in those little boxes and I still had my little studio plugged in. I was like, okay, I'm moving tomorrow. Let's go.
No, they were really like, they had like a carrier for their cats and stuff. Like, cat's gonna go on the plane tomorrow. And
Yeah, it was.
whoa.
Yeah, my kids are running around. I was like, it's gotta go
Welcome
now.
to the family, Jeff.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. After he sung, I said, well, you're in. Oh, you know what I mean? And he was like, I don't know what.
I was pretty into it.
Yeah, no,
it was
like,
it was scary at first. Like,
yeah.
people said to me like, you have such a great reputation. Why would you
Don't do
go?
it again, don't associate yourself with them.
Right, it's too bad.
I said to him as well. I was like, maybe you should. No, you know what I mean? I was heartbroken. I was like, maybe you should. Maybe you should. Like, I don't want you to destroy your reputation.
But I mean, how terrible is that, right?
Yeah, it's like you're not going to associate yourself with great musicians just because of one thing that happened.
and like also like
Maybe that's where my cynical view of Twitter came from later on.
yeah,
Because I got blasted on that, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, you know, and it's like,
I really hope that we get to play on this record for a long time, and this is the last time we're in Paris on this record.
yeah.
We just want to keep coming back.